This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hi, everybody.
Good morning, people.
This is the Post-Matilda show.
It
where
is.
We're a bit down in the dumps, but we cheered up with some Palmy chat. We joined the Palmy Army.
We did. Also, we discussed when people have been watched or surveilled without their knowledge. These are fantastic, especially Jacob's.
Yeah, that was good, hey. That was really good. Sean Darcy from the Fremantle Dockers joins us. We asked him about what he was doing when the Matildas were playing.
Yeah, of course. And Kate Ritchie, children's author, joins us as we get ready for Book Week.
This is Nathan, Nat and Sean.
Yeah, on Nova 937.
It's 6:06, Nathan, Nat and Sean. Officially, we don't like soccer anymore.
What's soccer?
Yeah. Who?
Sad face.
I don't know what you're talking
Sad
about.
face.
Tilly. A couple of girls we know, Tilly.
I'm ordering a skip bin in the Maylands area, so if anyone wants to get anything green and gold out of their house, let me know.
We still love the Matildas.
We do. What they did was amazing.
We do. We love them when
But
they're
now
winning.
we don't get a public holiday.
Yeah.
Selfish.
We didn't know if we were definitely getting one, but the idea was there. And you know what? That was the fume we were riding on.
That wasn't it, Chaz?
Oh, heartbreaking. Heartbreaking.
I know. We will be talking about it, of course, during the show. Sean Darcy going to join us?
Yeah. I've seen a great photo of Sean
I know.
recently. For retro round there, all
Yeah.
dressed up, walking in the club.
I don't know.
He was in the club.
I reckon Sean wears that normally.
It was really just the lack of sleeves, I think, that was retro.
You could go to the gym or do the shopping or go to work.
But what if you went in a beachier direction?
You're only a what if away from a holiday with the What If app. Book accommodation, flights, packages and more.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
Did you watch last night?
I did. I went to the Saint, and I was saying to Nat in the lift on the way up. I know they lost, but it was so good.
Yeah.
Like,
And this is your
never
first
watched
game you've
a full
watched,
game
yeah.
of football, and
No, it's soccer
was
again.
So good.
Did you have a few jars knowing you're getting up early today?
Yeah.
Yep. No regrets.
stop you.
No, I had a really good palmy actually.
Yeah,
Did
right.
you?
Really
Okay.
good chicken palmy at the
Really?
Saint.
What were the
Well, there's a
chips
silver
like?
lining.
So good. Coleslaw was bang on.
Because I'm
It
getting
was-
really sick of
I
going
highly
to places.
recommend it.
Hey, that's good to hear.
I
mate.
love a chicken palmy, and that was a really good one.
I'm really getting sick of places not putting effort into their chips. Have you noticed that? Some places, it's just like, what if you're going to put chips on your menu, just because you're getting out of a bag, out of a frozen bag, you know what I mean?
Show some care.
Yeah.
Show some care.
Cook them.
Like,
How
cook
much was the
them,
palmy?
season them properly.
$27.
Okay.
It's getting crazy.
Was it
I think
packed?
the prices.
It was a big bit of chicken.
Like what?
And they
Oh,
do
I meant
like
the pub. Was the
half
pub
the
packed?
plate. Half the plate was the what was that?
I meant was the pub packed.
Oh, I think
No, but the
sorry,
palmy
I
was too, yeah.
Palmy was packed.
Yeah.
It was packed.
So big
The
bit
pub
of
was
chicken.
packed, yes.
Yeah.
And a big bit of chicken, yeah.
Well, happy days. You had a great time, didn't
It
you?
was
You
so
watched your
good.
first
It
game
was
of
just
soccer
like-
and had a massive palmy.
Yeah, it was like edge of your seat stuff. It was so good. And I think I was like saying before, like when you know that like one goal can change the
Yes.
game, it's
so hard to go to the
crazy.
toilet.
Yeah,
It's insane.
That's a good call.
And the moment they scored was like, it was like your
mayhem.
eyes watering. You're like, oh my God, this is amazing.
Yeah. Been talking about palmies a bit this morning.
We cannot stop, and we thought, you know what? How selfish of us. We should get you involved in our...
Palmy Army! Palmy Army! Palmy Army!
That's right. We formed the Palmy Army.
Yeah.
Just like that?
Yeah. So my favourite palmy is from Chitch Small Bar, right? So where's your favourite palmy? You're going to describe it to us, and we're going to tell you if you're right or not, just by your description.
I reckon the homemade ones at our joint are pretty
Oh
good.
no,
turn it
no!
up.
If you're ringing up and saying the one I make at home is good, I don't want to hear from you
Well, they might have a secret
because I
recipe.
can't go to your house.
Or you can.
Oh,
You know where he lives.
you push me sometimes.
You push me.
Far out, I said.
Passions are running high when it comes to palmies, obviously. All right. It's a simple question. Where's the
out.
best palmy?
Everybody.
Oh, yeah.
13, 24, 10.
Okay, and I'll give someone that we agree with $150 to spend at Autobarn Mechanical. Autobarn Mechanical, putting the service back into service centres. Google Autobarn today.
All right. Don't ring and say, Mum makes the best one.
No.
No. We want it to be a commercial
no, Sean.
enterprise
Okay.
that we can go and partake of.
Righto. I'm on board.
Yeah, I want to be able to put it in me. Oh, great.
Gee.
But how
You're going to get
often-
that grab.
How
Let's
often does
isolate
he
that
say
one, Harry.
that? We all know what you want, Nathan.
palmies don't impress us much.
Thanks,
and
Shania.
it's because you don't really come across one. Like for me personally,
A good one.
that changes my world. Mine was at Chitch Bar, and that is literally, can I say, the only one that I've ever
This was
truly
all
enjoyed.
started because Scott had one at the Saint last night
Yes.
while he was watching
amazing.
Matilda. Said it was awesome. So we are looking for a darn good palmy.
So that's the one, Sean. That's the one from Chitch.
It looks nice,
It's
actually.
really nice. Let's go to Tina in Lansdale. Hi, Tina.
Hi, Nathan. How you going?
Good, Tina.
Where do you go for a good palmy, Tina?
At the Breakwater in Hillary's, they do a really nice Mexican
A
palmy.
Mexican palmy.
Mexican
The Italians would be
palmy.
horrified, but go
It's got a
on.
mustache on it.
I know. Yeah, it's just with a little bit of tomato salsa, sour cream, crushed corn chips, and jalapenos.
Oh, that's
Yes.
different.
And it is really delicious.
Is that not?
Okay.
Is that not over the top? Is it? No. Is it?
Is it a
all over the top
bastardisation of a
of
good
the-
palmy?
Okay,
Is that what you're saying?
Good word.
Right,
Yeah.
look, I understand. Right now, we're getting all bedazzled by the frills of the palmy. Let's get down to the core of the palmy, and that is the chicken. Is it juicy? Is it crispy? Because what I can't stand from a palmy is once they put that sauce on there, it goes soggy, the chicken.
No, it's definitely not soggy. It's nice and crispy and, nice and tender. I thought it was really good.
How big is the chicken on the
Yeah.
plate? How much of the chicken, how much of the plate is covered by the chicken?
Oh, look, I would say probably half.
Needs to be at
but
least
I-
half.
Yeah, I don't really want a really big palmy. Because you have your salad on the side and... Yeah, but
No
it
one
was
says
Hang
that,
on,
Tina.
hang
No
on,
one ever
Tina.
says that, Tina.
Tina.
That's the reason why you go for a
You
party.
have chips on the side.
Oh, yes, you have to have chips.
No,
on
You
Everybody
it.
are
eats
a
the salad.
monster for saying a salad and even comprehending leaving room for the salad.
No. Get her off.
eat the chicken
We're not
and
sure
you
we
put the
need
salad
you
in the
palmy
rest
army,
of
The
it.
bigger the better.
Let's go to Braden in Kenwick. Morning, Braden.
Morning, Nathan, Nat, and Sean.
Hey,
How are
Braden.
you?
Oh,
All
good,
right,
Braden.
Where are we going for a good palmy, Braden?
I strongly recommend going to check out the Lakers Tavern in Thornley.
Yes.
Yeah, I know it.
Okay, tell us about it. What's so good about the palmy?
Everything about it is freshly made. It's so juicy and tender,
Yeah.
Lovely.
crispy on the outside. Whatever they use for their sauce and cheese, it's just a flavour bomb every bite.
Oh, I love it.
Yes. Yes, it's like talking to
And
Matt
it's
Preston.
such
Keep
a-
going.
Such a generous proportion size, it's probably a meal for two.
Really?
Oh, so it's enormous.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
Okay, then you
Talk
really
to
sold
us
this one.
about the chicken itself. Moist and crispy?
Very moist, very tasty, very crispy.
This sounds like a
Wow.
treat, Sean.
It does. He sold it well.
He
yeah,
has
I
sold
like
it
the sound
well.
of that. Lakers,
All
right? I
right.
will think about that one.
We're off to Thornley. Thanks, Braden. Gem is in Bullsbrook. Morning, Gem.
Morning, guys. How you doing?
Good,
Okay.
Gem.
Is this a Bullsbrook local palmy that you're telling us about?
Yes, it is.
Ooh, it's a long way to go for us, but tell us why it's so good.
It's worth it. It always comes up on like a palmy must to try on Facebook.
Yes.
So it originally started as a palmy in a box. So it's a palmy in a pizza box.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's more than half the size of a pizza box. And then there's a small amount of chips and salad, but don't really need that. The palmy's amazing. Then they also have a choice of Parmageddon, which is what is it,
Parmageddon.
8 different types of palmies. So you got New Yorker, hot stuff, Aussie, Hawaiian. Hawaiian's my favourite. That's got pineapple.
I will
on a
have one
palmy.
with
Salmon in it.
pineapple. Okay.
Meat lovers. There's a carbonara one. They've got, they're always
okay.
amazing. They're always the same, like as in the quality is great.
Okay, so they're using, and Natalie used the word before, they're
This one here is just
bastardisation.
covered in sausages.
So I looked up
salami.
that.
That's the meat lovers,
I
mate.
know, but it's like covered,
Parmageddon.
it's covered in a blanket of sausage.
It's like they've used the palmy as a base for a pizza.
Yeah, that's what they've done.
Outrageous.
That's what they have to wire.
That's outrageous.
They sort of remind me of the ones that we had at the Schnitt House.
Yes.
in
Oh, yes.
Adelaide.
They were
Adelaide,
great.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so is it worth the drive, Gem? Definitely worth the drive?
Definitely.
All right.
It's and like for us locals, we don't have a lot of choice.
Yeah.
And if we, unfortunately, for places to go, but if we didn't like it, we wouldn't go there, and it's always a popular spot. Definitely.
$26. It's pretty good value.
That's
You're getting
not
a
bad.
lot.
It's a big one.
You're getting a lot for 26.
You've got Yeah, so palm in a box is 22, and then your Parmageddons are 28.
Oh, okay.
Not bad.
Nice.
Dude, you know what? Isn't it just a simple thing as knowing I can get a palmy and putting it in a box? It really excites me. Isn't that ridiculous? I don't know why. It's like, palmy in a box? Yeah, that's genius.
Thanks for the heads up, Jem.
A couple of different ones there. $150 to spend at Autobarn Mechanical, though. I think Braden, because it was a traditional palmy, and he sold it very
well. And also,
well.
Flavour Bomb.
Flavour Bomb.
Flavour Bomb, Braden.
Flavour Bomb, and that's enough for us, Braden. Thank you.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
It's the Bankwest vending machine.
Let's hear it for Bankwest, home of the good stuff.
Here we go. Brendan from Lansdale, come on down. You're today's contestant. Hello.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, Brendan.
Hey, Brendan, how are you, mate?
Oh, going all right. Yeah.
What's happening?
Excited.
What's happening?
Oh, well, just getting ready, the usual morning routine, but, yeah, excited to get on for a chance at some tickets. That's awesome.
I don't know, Brendan. I don't trust you. It sounds like he's up to something. Don't you think? It sounds like he's up to something.
Hey, Brendan, did you watch the Tillies last night?
Oh, I got caught a bit of it, a bit disappointing, but hey, we still got to fight for third, so
That's
all
right.
right.
That's the attitude.
Yeah.
Silver lining. You're a silver lining kind of guy.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah. They'll have just as many people watching.
Nathan, do you want to make your way over? Because, you better set
you meant
off
that.
on your journey to the vending machine. He's headed there.
Got here.
He's there.
Wow.
Okay. Great news. Brendan.
Time machine.
Nathan's going to put 10 cents into the machine for you. Then he's going to press some buttons, but you tell him which buttons to press. It's letter A, B or C, and then a number 1, 2, 3 or 4, and you win whatever the machine dispenses. What do you reckon?
I'm thinking A1.
A1.
A1. We haven't heard
We haven't
A1.
had an A1.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, the 10 cents is going in. And it's A1.
Lovely. This machine is working brilliantly.
Since we got it serviced, it's really coming to its own. All right. Sean.
The other thing is, who specialises in servicing vending machines? There's a business.
There's a lot of them out there.
It's true now.
Okay, what have we got, Sean?
First of all, Brendan.
Tell him about the chocolate.
Yes.
What is
Excuse me.
Well, I thought you were just going to bypass it.
Brendan, you have a bite-sized picnic that you can come and get.
Fun size,
Hey.
some might say.
Yeah, you could say that.
That's good.
See, they're called. They've got it written on the side now. The unruly bite. They say.
Unruly.
Really?
It's just peanuts and stuff.
Yeah, I know.
What's he won? What's he won?
Brendan, you've won 2 GA Bankwest Best Seats to see Circus Soleil.
Oh, wow.
Cirque Soleil.
Cirque du Soleil.
Cirque du Soleil at RAC Arena on September the
No
17th.
way.
Yeah. This is
That
the
is awesome.
This is the one that's been based like on ice. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
So they're going to do like ice skating and stuff around it. It's
Pretty
Yeah, I know
impressive,
about it. No, it's awesome. No, I love it.
that?
Thank you.
Good tickets.
Oh, good night out right there, Brendan.
I'm intrigued by you. What do you do for a living?
I work in the. I don't want
Quickly
to
make
say.
something up. Quickly make something
Brendan,
up.
why, what are you a
Brendan.
spy? What are you hiding?
IT. I work in IT. Let me say
No,
that.
you're lying now. You just made that up. What do you really do?
There's something about Brendan.
Are you an international model? What is it?
No, international man of mystery.
Where are
Yeah,
you,
you
Brendan?
are.
Where are you right now? Where are you right now?
At home.
And what's that address? Because we're sending the authorities around.
You're up to something.
Hey, I'm innocent. Innocent until proven guilty.
Well, we're going to prove
We'll
it.
see.
You enjoy Cirque du Soleil.
Good on you. Oh, thanks so much.
Yeah,
See you, mate.
we'll enjoy putting
Agent
it in the
Brendan.
news, in the news next week.
Once we figure out what you're up to. We will figure it out, though.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
We all have them.
Everybody
They can be a treat. They can be a nightmare. They can be a puzzle.
Yes.
Yeah. So this Aussie landlord, right? He has jumped on a popular Facebook page dedicated to fellow investment property owners coming together and sharing their gripes.
They sound like fun.
Okay, yes.
Their solutions, their problems, etc. The landlord said they're in a situation where the people had moved into their rental home, weren't on the rental agreement. They wrote, I expected a 59-year-old mother, a 39-year-old daughter and a 40-year-old partner to be moving in. What I seem to have is no mother, a dog and 2 children around 6 and 10. Do I immediately breach because of dishonesty? Right? And people are like, well, are they all right? And they're like, yeah, they're all right tenants. Someone said, how do you know this for a fact?
Yes.
I live next door and they don't know.
So the landlord didn't disclose to the tenants that the landlord lives next door.
A real estate expert's come out and said that it is not it's not illegal for them not to disclose this information, but said it is really icky behaviour. He said it's borderline spying and that can be destructive. They don't, even if you are a landlord and you live in the same street or around the same area, they said it's usually it's a good faith to let the people know that you're going to be going past the house all the time.
Yes,
I'm 3 doors up, by the way.
Yes.
You know.
Just letting you know. But also you can say, if you've got any problems, I'm right next door.
Yeah.
That way you turn it into a positive and so they feel better about it. But rather just, I'm not going to tell you that I'm next door looking at everything that you do and who's coming and going. That's creepy.
This is the thing. You don't know. This landlord can surveil you 24 hours a day and you don't know. And you can have an issue with them and you don't
that's
know.
right.
You know?
Yeah.
And they could be looking over your fence at any time.
But
this landlord seems to maybe have some issues with petty things.
Well, the thing is, as a tenant, you're entitled to quiet enjoyment of the property. And I would suggest that if the landlord's looking over the fence and peering and checking out everything you're doing, they're not getting that.
Yeah. No, but if you've leased a house to somebody and they have set down the guidelines, which is, you know, an adult, a wife, kids, whatever, and it's totally the opposite, then they're breaching the laws too.
Yes, but
you don't put children on a lease, firstly.
Yeah, that's right. They are they good tenants is the question, and are they? Are there any issues with what they're doing, other than the fact that they're not who they thought they were? Are they good tenants?
Came back and said 3 weeks later the tenants were the best tenants he's had.
It would be difficult if you had every good intentions of leaving the person to enjoy the property that they've rented, which is yours, but you're next door. There'd be things that would just get you because they would just, he's not mowing the lawn correctly or
anything a little, because
cars
it's your
are parking on the
property.
grass. All those things would get you.
Yeah. I want to talk about people have been watched and they didn't really know about it, or you've been surveilled and you didn't know about it, because they reckon that this landlord situation of a landlord living on the same property as you is quite common nowadays because of the consolidation of blocks. And they said that not all the time it isn't disclosed.
Yeah, you just have to disclose that. Well, the surveillance was that woman that was working from home and unbeknownst to her work, were monitoring the number of keystrokes that she was making on her laptop when she was supposedly working at home. Then somebody found out the timestamp, she was actually making TikTok videos.
She's a nightmare. What about your rental?
There you go. Yeah, when we were down south, we were renting a place, so we had a landlord, I guess. And she came over the very first day we moved in. Well, I had a fair few beers and we had a few people around at that stage. So I didn't realise until later on that she came in and she was asking all these questions about us being there. And she was just sussing us all out. Later on, it was probably the next day and the day after, there was this old lady who was in the backyard and we had to contact...
You're like, Megan?
We had to contact the manager of the property and they said, this is the owner's mum.
Yeah.
And she'll be around every second day.
What for?
Oh, she needs to check the garden and water it. Well, because
reticulation,
of this lady. It had reticulation, but because this lady kept coming around, then we're getting dobbed in. So we're getting phone calls whilst we've rented this property of saying you haven't hung up the hose.
Because you used to hose down
and
the
it needs to go from the top right around. And then the other thing was there was bikes that were up against the planter box, and that's a no-no.
If you knew this, you wouldn't have rented it.
100%. No,
if these people here knew that their landlord was living next door, they probably wouldn't have rented it.
You wouldn't.
It is a lot of pressure. Well, this can happen, with neighbours. And it doesn't have to be your landlord. Maybe your neighbours over the road and they keep watching you for some reason.
Doesn't have to be a house or somebody at work,
All the work situation, you're saying?
We want to know, have you been watched and why? 13 24 10.
Can I just add one? This reminds me, we're talking about being surveillance, right? Yeah. When I was walking down the river one day, I ran into this person I knew for years ago, and I said, "What are you doing?" And she was surveilling a woman's husband.
Oh, so she's a private investigator now.
She was a private investigator. So she was checking him out, man. That was so interesting.
Was she like in a hedge and the hedge would just
sitting in her car in the passenger side? I want to see.
She should try the hedge thing. People don't see it coming. So we're going to give somebody $200 cash. How good's that? Plus, you and a running buddy have free entry to the City to Surf if you choose to do it.
Righto.
Don't miss the Chevron City to Surf for Active on Sunday, August 27th. Register now at perthcitytosurf.com.
All right, have you been under surveillance? You found out later, presumably.
You're being what? We're talking about when you didn't realise that you were being surveilled or being watched. Pricey, who works with us here. Hello.
Good morning, guys.
Hi, Pricey.
You got a story?
I do. I've got a story. So a guy on my street, he's the owner of the house and he rents it out.
Yeah.
And he rents it through a real estate agent. But the people that live there, whenever anything is broken in the house, any retic, inside, outside, whatever, they speak to the real estate agent. The real estate agent sends the owner to go and fix everything inside and outside of the house. They don't know. I mean, he rocks up with his legit van that has all the stuff.
All the gear.
That must be his business.
Yes.
But
he's not saying when he's there, I'm your landlord.
Nope, the tenants
he
have
just
no
pretends
idea.
he's a tradie.
Yeah.
Well, you couldn't help but if you're that person coming over to fix something that you own the property, looking in, how well are they treating this house? Look how dirty
it's an
everything
unofficial
is.
property inspection.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and they have no idea, poor things.
No, we
Siri-
didn't either.
Siri
is
outraged.
Confused
We're
as to
all
what's
upset about it.
happening.
Do you want to say the address so the tenants know?
I'm on your regular Ramsey Street. I love my street. Everyone talks.
And we use her maiden name too, so you can't track her in the mail. Neighbours.
Thanks, Rosie. Jane's in Leaderville. Hi, Jane.
Hi, how are you?
Good, Jane.
Who was under surveillance, Jane?
Well, I was. Many, many years ago, my fiancé went up north and said to my neighbour, who was a bit older, just keep an eye on Jane. And I came home from work one day and my underwear was folded and put on my back step in a big pile.
Jane. So what, they took it off the clothesline, folded it up and left it on...
Yeah. And I thought, oh, my God, what has gone on? And somehow I realised it might have been him for 2 other stories. So I went and knocked on his door and he said, it had been there for 3 days. And I thought, because it was a dry day, that I'd take it off for you.
Yes.
Oh, my
Who's looking
God.
over the fence to know that your knickers are on the line?
But think about this, right? So he's been asked to make sure that Jane's okay, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, he wants to step up and protect Jane.
He doesn't realise it's crossed the line.
But then, like, underwear on a line for 3 days suggests that someone's not home, so it could invite a break-in. So I think he really was looking after Jane.
What about you knock
But
on the
also,
door?
how many
Hey,
pairs
Jane,
did
are
he
you
put
there?
in his pocket?
But he needs 3 pairs as payment. Jane, was he a nice guy?
He probably kept a pair for himself later. I don't know.
Jane,
I think his heart was in the right place.
Why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? If you're not going to use them, you can give them away as a gift. Sean's given me several pairs of his own jocks as presents.
Exactly. Worn and everything. Thanks, Shane. At least Shane's were clean. John's in Arvidale. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, John. Okay, were you under surveillance? What happened?
Oh, right. Are you ready for this story?
Yes.
So we moved into a rental. The landlord actually lived 3 to 4 doors down from our house. He also owns multiple houses on that street. Right, so we've got 3 dogs. We've got a Great Dane, a Amstaff, and a Bitzer.
Yes.
We're trying to work out why our dogs keep going off all through different hours of the day and night and all this. So I've got cameras.
Yeah.
Next minute, we got the notification. Me and my partner both at work.
Yep.
Notification goes off, and my Great Dane's like just barking and barking. I'm looking, what's going on? Next minute, I see the landlord over my fence, on top of the ladder, on top of my shed, doing gutters and cleaning and whatnot, throwing stuff at my dog and terrorising us. The whole lot.
What?
To the point, he goes, you need to get rid of your big dog or you have to move out. Because my new puppy, which he's only a puppy, but he's big, because he was barking at him and he couldn't get over the fence anymore, he didn't want him there.
Yeah.
So he was upset that your dog got upset that there was a stranger on the shed.
Yes. And it was upsetting him because he didn't want to be interrupted. He wanted to be able to get over your fence with, wild abandon whenever he wanted to, and your dog was stopping him from doing that.
That's correct. And for 3 years we lived at that house and we kept wondering what was going on. It was very strange. And then this one time, I'm buying cameras, we're going to get this sorted.
Yeah.
And that very next day, it was the landlord jumping the fences all the time, the whole lot.
So what did you say? Did you say something?
Oh, yeah, we rang him up. He actually abused my partner, had a go at her, and I wasn't too happy about that.
Yeah.
So I said, look, we're finding another house and we're moving.
And how'd you go?
And literally the next day that week we had a new house.
Yeah,
and then
right.
like 2 months in, you're going, God, I wish the owner would come around and clean the gutters.
There is that. But I mean, that's the problem now, is that you can't move out because there's nowhere to
can't
go.
move out.
It's such a tight market.
This is
that
why
the landlord
people are
holds that
frightened.
power. That's right.
People are frightened to complain.
Yeah,
it's actually really
for
sad.
sure.
The one that I had with the lady, she rang up and abused Megan about the hoses and stuff like that. So I rang up and said, well, we're out of here. And she said, why would you want to go? And we're not giving you money
enjoy
back.
our holiday house.
You idiot.
Let's speak to Jacob. Hey, Jacob.
Hey guys, how you going?
Good, Jacob.
Were you the surveillor, Jacob? What happened?
Yeah, so I actually had to do some surveilling. So I, at the time, was living down south, and I originally had an apartment up in the city. So whilst I was down south, I was just Airbnb-ing it out to try and make a bit of extra money to pay for the mortgage.
Yeah.
And then basically I knew someone else that lived in the complex, and they were saying, something's a bit weird going on in your apartment. And I said, okay. And I had a booking for about 4 weeks. And I was like, do you mind if I come up and, stay at yours and just sort of do a bit of surveilling myself? And I said, yeah, no worries. So I came up, and it was a couple that booked, and it seemed all normal. I couldn't really look in or anything. I didn't want to break any privacy. But essentially what happened, a few other people were coming and going, and I was like, it seems still pretty normal. And then one day I sort of noticed, like, a camera, like a film sort of set was coming through, and I was like...
exciting!
And it's clicked, and eventually I realised that they were making pornography in my apartment.
You were bang on knowing that people are coming and going.
Never too early. So, Jacob, what did you do?
Bought a lot of spray and wipe.
Basically, I wasn't touching. I got a cleaning crew in after.
Didn't you knock on the door and say, do you need a cameo?
I'm here to cleanse the pool.
But I messaged him. I was like, hey, I know what's going on here. And basically, within the day, they were just gone. No message, no nothing.
Yeah, right.
Still got all the money from Airbnb. And Airbnb's good money, so the payout was good.
Yeah,
but
the bed's a bit worn out.
Oh, my God.
I didn't want to know. I went searching on the line. No, I'm kidding.
You got to. I didn't move that painting.
And now, long story short, I'm their location scout.
That's right.
Turns out I had a really good eye.
Thanks, Jacob.
That's exciting.
That was exciting. We're all in it for the ride. Hey, Nat.
Yes, Sean.
$200 cash plus you and a buddy can go running for free to the City to Surf. It's on August 27th. It's going to be great, actually. Don't miss the Chevron City to Surf for Active on Sunday, August 27th. Register now at perthcitytosurf.com. And that is going to go to our good friend Jacob.
Jacob, we're going to give you this, but in return, we want 3 copies on DVD. And we'd like them.
We're not fussy. We'll take VHS.
And whatever you're filming in your new place, we'll take one of them as well.
Thanks, Jacob.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Danger!
I need my lab assistance, please.
It's time to put your knowledge to the test. SciTech's National Science Week is on this weekend. Tickets at scitech.org.au.
Right, time for a round of Lab Assistant. Somebody out of these 2 contestants is going to score a family pass to SciTech and join us tomorrow where they could score $5,000.
Let's check in with Cherie from Mandurah. G'day, Cherie.
Hi, how you going?
Wonderful.
Hi, Cherie. Are you any good at science, Cherie?
Well, hopefully. I don't want to say I'm a primary school teacher or anything.
I wouldn't do that either.
Yeah. Cherie, do you have a smart friend to bring if you were victorious today?
No. I'll have to check with one of my students, maybe.
Yeah. I love that you didn't think to bring another teacher. No. Perhaps one of the...
No, they're not smart enough. No.
All right. Cherie, you're up against Emma from Mullaloo. Good morning, Emma.
Hello, how you going?
Have you been a biologist for long, Emma?
I've got a PhD in chemistry, but I've also got a 2 and a 3-year-old, so I've got 3 years of baby brain.
Baby brain. Not intended to much.
Cherie, what's your PhD in?
In life
I've got the same one.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there
School of Hard Knocks.
are no chemistry questions, Emma, but, good luck. Here's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
We're going to ask the questions. If you think you know the answer, buzz in with your name. If you get it right, then you take the point. If you get it wrong, we just move on to another question.
Okay.
It is the first to 5. Let's test your buzzers. Cherie?
Cherie.
Emma?
Emma.
Working well.
It's going to be a hell of a match, team.
Oh, Sean, I'm excited. First question. What is botany the study of?
Cherie.
Cherie?
Plants.
Is correct. Cherie's on the board.
Gee, that was touch and go.
It was.
Okay, question number 2. Is a horse a herbivore, carnivore?
Cherie?
Herbivore.
Is correct. Cherie's on the board.
Jeez, mate.
2-0 to Cherie. Emma, PhD Emma.
It's tough.
Nil.
It's tight as well.
It is tight. Okay. Next question. What is the name of the process used by plants to convert sunlight into...
Cherie.
Cherie?
Emma.
Cherie?
It is called sympathy.
Photosynthesis is the word you're looking for.
Okay, yeah, I'll think it's chloroform.
What is that noise?
There's a buffalo
Cherie,
in the background, I
are
think.
you on hands-free?
No, I'm actually in my car. I've got to get to school.
Yeah, it sounds like you're on hands-free.
hands-free.
There's a lot of background noise.
Sounds like there's a bison grunting on your phone.
Yeah.
There is.
No, it's my windscreen wipers. It's a bit wet.
Oh, it's your windscreen
is
wipers.
it?
Okay. That's what
you
it is.
need new blades, wiper blades, because they sound shocking.
We've all heard that sound.
All right, here we go. Score check. Cherie 2, Dr. Emma 0.
All
Next
right,
question.
here we go. Turtles, toads, and tarantulas are all ectothermic.
Yes, Cherie?
I was going to say reptile.
Incorrect, I'm afraid.
The end of the question was, are all ectothermic animals, which means they are what-blooded?
The answer's cold.
cold.
obviously.
Yes.
Yeah.
Emma.
Okay, sorry, Emma.
Emma.
That question's already gone, Emma. We're moving on.
That's all right, sweetheart.
Okay, it's still 2-0.
Okay,
Here we go.
Next question. The death of every member of a particular species is known as what?
Emma.
Cherie.
Emma?
Extinction.
Yes, Emma,
Yes.
you're on the board.
Well done, Em.
Cherie leads 2-1. Next question. It's a long one. What is the species of bird that has a tongue so long it wraps around the back of their skull when not in use, protecting their brains while they tap into trees with their beaks?
Oh my God.
Tap into trees with their beaks.
Emma.
Emma?
A woodpecker.
Yes, Emma.
It was all there.
Yes, Emma.
Don't get bamboozled by the length.
They've got very long tongues, tell your friends. It's 2-2, everybody. Emma's tied it up.
All right.
Here we go.
A change of the DNA in an organism that results in a new trait is known as what?
Emma.
Yes, Emma?
Mutation.
Yes,
On
Emma.
a roll.
You've taken the lead, everybody.
On a roll.
Okay, Emma leads 3-2.
Next question. What type of substance is produced by flowers and sometimes causes hay fever?
Cherie.
Emma.
Cherie?
Pollen.
Yes, Cherie's tied it up.
Can I just say, I love this. Cherie's all, Cherie! And Emma's Emma.
3-3, everybody.
Tell her the
3-3.
teacher.
I know.
Going down to the
It's
wire.
so funny.
Okay. What type of gas is provided by trees and helps us to breathe?
Cherie.
Emma.
Cherie?
It's oxygen.
It is oxygen. Cherie is on the brink of victory. She leads 4-3.
It all comes down to this. Listen carefully. What sleepy treetop mammal can hold its breath underwater?
Yes, Cherie?
It's about sloth.
Yes, Cherie's done it, everybody. Cherie's done it. Sorry, PhD.
Sorry, Emma.
Well done, Cherie.
Well done, Cherie.
Thank you, Emma.
If only your PhD was in biology.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Emma. Well done, Cherie.
Cherie. You've scored a family pass to SciTech, Cherie, and you'll join us tomorrow where you could score yourself $5,000. Bring your smartest friend.
Oh, we'll have to find someone now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you will.
I know.
$5,000 on the line.
Yeah. Good
Thank
job.
you.
Well done, Cherie.
Thank you, Cherie.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
It is officially book week season across the schools of Perth, and we can't wait to be part of it.
Oh, yes. We're going to be broadcasting live from one lucky school in Perth during the week.
That's right. And we're going to be bringing $5,000 donation to that school.
Now, there is still time to get your teacher or principal to register your school details now via the Nova Player, but I wouldn't leave it much longer. You need to get onto this.
Now,
we're running out of time.
A very important thing about Book Week is books.
Yes, Nathan.
We unfortunately haven't gotten to write one yet,
No,
but
it's only a
when we
matter of time.
do, it's going to be amazing.
But obviously, everybody's favourite children's author
she's
is
amazing.
Kate Ritchie, who joins us now. Hello, Kate.
Oh, thank you. I thought you were going to say everyone's favourite children's author, David Williams, but this morning we could only get Kate Ritchie.
No, isn't it Yumi Stimes at the moment?
Wow, yes, that book. That's a good way of getting people to talk about your book, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have it
Get
banned.
it banned.
Oh, what did you think about that, by the way, Kate? Would you be happy with May getting hold of that one?
You know what? I didn't get. I didn't read too many of the stories. You know me. I'm just a headline girl.
Yes.
But yeah, I think it's very tricky. But I do know one thing about parenting.
Yes.
It's best not to tell other parents how to parent.
Yes.
Yeah, good idea.
So I guess there were so many opinions flying around about what was right for their kids to read and not. Now I know you guys just said that you haven't written a book, but have you actually read a book before?
I have.
That's for you, Nathan.
I have in the past read a book, but then Kate, technology took me on a journey and took me into the world of the audiobook where somebody reads it to you. That's nice.
I've never done that
Haven't you?
before.
Oh my
No,
God.
I don't do
I did
audiobooks
that,
either.
and this is going to be probably embarrassing for anyone else to say, but I'll say it. I did that for the entire Twilight series.
I remember when you were right.
Not even joking.
I'm not joking.
Did you just put yourself on the couch and...
while you're doing other
when
things?
I was doing other things around the home and then driving around, like I'll be driving and I'll be listening. Oh my God, Bella's back got broken by Renesmee. Oh no, it was a lot.
Kate, so you don't do audiobooks, Kate. Do you like a Kindle, or are you an old-fashioned book in the hand kind of girl?
Okay, what do you think? I think I scream old-fashioned, really. I like, I still buy magazines, guys.
You're in most of them, Kate.
No,
so you
I
have
don't
to.
buy I don't buy those ones.
What do you get? Do you get the That's Life? Do you? What do we get?
Do the crossword, the puzzles.
No, it's the New Ideas in the Woman's Day. They are the best fiction stories I have ever read.
But how can you be... How do you get stuck into those, Kate, if... you could be reading about yourself, which is all lies.
No, I don't know. I don't read the magazines, but I do like glossy. I like glossy pages, and I love cooking and home and house and garden and home beautiful, and the ones where I can dream about moving to the country and baking cakes and talking to anyone again.
Inside Out.
Absolutely. But no, I don't do Kindles, and I just like a hard covered book. I like to flick through the pages.
You like a priest to have handwritten it for you.
Hey, Kate, when you're looking at those books, those house ones and the country life and all that kind of stuff, and you just picture yourself being a better person or better version of yourself out in that land, right? So that always happens when you're on holidays. You're this great person, and then you come back to work and you get back into the
routine.
throes.
Yeah.
How long before you discover yourself and actually nick off and do that?
Well, I don't know. I don't think it's as soon as I would like it to be. But I do hope I get to do that one day. But I'm with you. We all have these very grand plans when we're holidaying and we're away and we're going to go back home and we're going to do this and we're going to be a new
we're going to meditate every day.
Person. And then you get on the plane or you've got to queue up and you sit next to someone you don't want to be next to and you become the real you very quickly.
That's right.
So, Kate, how many children's books do you have under your belt now? Is it two or three? Three?
Well, there are three. There are the two stories, basically, and then the third book, which was only released at the end of last year, Everyday Play, which I basically wrote with my 9-year-old daughter. It's her birthday today, actually. She's
happy birthday, May.
Yeah, so but that's more of a, I guess you'd call it children's lifestyle / activity book, and that's a bit like me delving into the life I wish I could lead.
Sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, there are the first one, I just couldn't wait to meet you. I wrote while I was on my maternity leave, and then the second book, it's not scribbled to me, is one that was it came to light because my daughter found crayons and textures and thought that the walls were her canvas.
Oh, so just like that mushroom house. The walls of the mushroom lady's house.
Did you draw a lot of tombstones?
That book could have been a bit darker, couldn't it, Kate? If you chose to.
I'm not getting involved in this conversation. You very, very cheeky people.
No, I can't wait to read you a book about the death wall.
Hey, Kate, some of the children's books we look at, you wonder, did that take like 5 seconds?
Yeah.
And this is not against you. Not yours. Not
You
yours.
said to me in particular, I'm going to ask Kate this question.
No, because
Sean, you sound like Tim Blackwell or all of these people who speak to me and say, anyone could write a kid's book.
They don't.
No, but they take a lot of time. And so I'm allowing you to tell me
It
this.
looks easy, doesn't it? But it's definitely harder, right? Is that right?
So easy. It's so easy. No, it's not easy. Well, now you really set me up for a fall here.
No, you say, I'll back you in, whatever.
Look, you know what?
What?
Now I'm actually flustered.
Okay, what?
Because it sounds like I'm trying to dig myself out of a really big hole. Look, yes, they are harder than you think, and I think it's a bit like, light entertainer, TV hosts.
Yes.
Let's use Grant Denyer as an example.
Okay, sure.
You think his job is simple? He's just the guy on Family Feud or telling you the weather on Sunrise.
Yes.
Anyone can do that. Then you get someone who can't do it, and that's when you appreciate Grant Denyer.
Why do you always drag Grant Denyer into your argument?
Yes, and also you gave an example of someone who's not working on TV anymore.
You are out of control, woman.
Don't bring up shares.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself, please. In the All That's podcast.
Did Grant Denyer just walk past in the office or something? Is that what happened?
He's recording a new episode.
This chat is getting ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's really, really, really hard.
It's so
but what I
hard.
do have to say is my thanks must go to the illustrators, because let's be honest, when now as adults, when you look back to your favourite kids' books, whether it's there's a hippopotamus on my roof or the Gruffalo or whatever the books are that you have in your memory. A lot of, yes, you have a vague idea of the story, but a lot of it is about the images and that imprint on your mind. So, I mean, I wish I could draw.
Can I say something? I've got a great idea, and I think this should be a rule in Australia.
Don't you dare.
Yes, I will. I will. No, I will not. Okay. You're the one that throws him into my face.
Yes.
No, I'm going to talk about, I think that every celebrity that wants to write a children's book should have to do their own illustration. Don't you think? I'm sorry, because you've already got a head start because you're a celebrity. You're going to sell books because you're Kate Ritchie. You should be made to draw the pictures.
But you know what? At least I write the books. I know that there are people out there whose name is just on the book.
Name one. Is it Grant Denyer?
But don't worry, I am with you guys. Let me tell you the amount of times I have wandered around the bookstore, especially in the cooking section, because I'm an aspiring cook.
You are.
And I mean, I'm a fantastic cook. And hopefully one day I will have a cookbook. But I walk down the aisles now and I go, are you serious? They have a cookbook and I don't have a cookbook? What is going on here? Who is handing out the cookbook tickets?
I want one.
Just go on MasterChef, mate.
Oh, my God. Anyway, so, Kate, look, we're excited for Book Week. As you know, you've probably heard we're doing Book Week next week. We're so excited.
I heard you're donating money to school.
Yeah,
and
we're doing our show from the school in fancy dress.
This is
the whole
so
deal.
great. What are you going as?
No, we're going to be announcing what we're going as next week. They all are legitimately from books.
But I'm going as your unborn baby from your first book. Is that cool?
So we're going to need you in a big jumper.
Messy.
All right, so Kate, I want to know, what has May gone to Book Week as?
Oh, she's done a bit of Alice in Wonderland. Oh, not Alice in Wonderland. Who's the other one? Dorothy.
Dorothy.
Wizard of Oz, for a completely different book.
two completely different books. But I think, unfortunately, we found a fabulous costume and she wanted to wear plaits, so she just became Dorothy.
Yep.
But this year, she wants to go as the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland.
Right.
I was looking at going as the King of Hearts.
Yes.
And then I realised the King of Hearts isn't in it.
No, there is.
You're more Mad Hatter vibes
king.
anyway.
Absolutely. The thing about being the Queen of Hearts, though, is when you start Googling for costumes, there are lots of very naughty Queen of Hearts costumes.
There are.
But
That's why
not
I chose not to do it because of the G-string.
Yeah.
How's May gone with it?
What are all those glute blasts you've been doing, Nathan, in between songs?
Yeah, it's paying
You've got to
off.
start using it.
Oh, Kate. It's always a pleasure, Kate Ritchie. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. No, thank you so much. Good luck. And good luck to the school that has the three of you there trying to read a book to them.
But give our love to Grant Denyer.
Yes, absolutely.
I'll let you know. You know what? Don't be surprised if you see a children's book with Kate Ritchie and illustrations by Grant Denyer on the shelves come Christmas.
Yeah, it's just a child's handprint because it's so tiny.
The cookbooks are indoor cookbooks.
Bye,
Thanks,
Kate.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Nova's 100 grand or 100 in the hand. Thanks to Liberty. Loans for free thinkers. Got a grand idea? Free think your way to a home, car or personal loan with Liberty today. Eligibility and conditions apply.
Morning, everyone. God, we're nearly to the finish line now.
That was the weekend. We just heard the weekend. Chris from Oakford called in. Hello.
Hello. Good morning. How are you guys?
We're so good, Chris.
Got an important decision to make, Chris.
Oh, I think there's only one decision. I'd love to go for the 100 grand.
Wait. We haven't given you the choices yet.
Excuse me. You don't know. It might not have been $100.
We might have changed the choices.
Okay, you've chosen that. We're giving you 10 Ferraris, and now you've chosen the $100. See what I mean? That was a big mistake, wasn't it, Chris?
I know. What about the parking we paid for down
I know, Sean. Anyway.
So, $100 cash or go in the running for 100 grand?
Oh, I'd love to go in the running for 100 grand, please.
Now, having said that, would you like the 100 grand or would you like, for definite, the 10 Ferraris?
The 10 Ferraris would be nice.
No, you've made your choice, unfortunately. We had to accept
you didn't let us pose the question to you, so you missed out.
T's and C's, I'm
They're
afraid.
all red too.
T's and C's.
Which is lucky for Nathan, because otherwise he was going to have to buy 10 Ferraris.
That's all right, let's borrow some money, I'm sure.
Righto, money bags.
Chris, you're officially in the running to win 100K. Good luck, okay?
Oh, great. Thank you so much.
Right,
No worries.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean in podcast form.
Oh, we've worked so hard today.
Harder than any of your work today. Oh, my God. People get so angry when we say that.
But it's true.
But you don't know the reality of our job.
Jeremy McGovern joining us tomorrow. Doesn't do anything.
He does nothing. Ross Noble does nothing.
Oh, clearly
Comedians
does nothing.
doing
Someone's going to win $5 grand.
Yeah, for doing practically nothing.
Practically nothing. Practically nothing.
Hello, Ross.
Practically nothing.
Yeah, that's what we do all the way to 12.
I mean, we've done half of your work.
Stay on as long as you want, as soon as I get on later. Hey, I actually did watch the game last night. It's hard to with the two boys, but Ollie actually got into it. I wrote down some of the things he said.
Oh, yes, cute.
3-year-old Ollie. So when in relation to the teams, he said, why aren't they sharing? And I said, do you want to be the yellow, Aussie, or blue? And he goes, he wants to be the red, which is the referees. And then he said, why no boys? And I'm trying to explain it's girls only. And then, it gets to a rabbit hole pretty quick. But how good was that Sam Kerr goal? That was insane.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
That was just the moment.
Vintage Kerr.
But it was just a moment.
What sport did you play?
T-ball.
I played T-ball, Ross. Love T-ball.
No, but he's an adult T-ball player.
That's weird. And this is actually a school sport. Cross country. What a cool kid I was in school.
Running.
No, Ross, you were on the bench on footy, weren't you?
Yeah. I was on the fourth bench. I was a guy with heart and no skill because I started in year 10.
Yeah.
My first ever game.
The saddest thing is on the bench in T-ball too.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.